Hello, this is Heidi Meyers, immigration attorney, and today we are going to talk about options for the green card if you have a STEM degree. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. If you are a foreign student in the United States and you graduate with a STEM degree, you are eligible for up to 3 years of OPT, optional practical training, work authorization. Now, if you go to work for your general private sector employer, that employer could sponsor you for an H-1B, but it's going to be a cap subject H-1B, which means there are very limited visa numbers, and you have to participate in the registration and the H-1B lottery, and the chances are, the probability is you will not get a visa number. So you may have only, say, a 1 in 3 or maybe even less chances of getting an H-1B visa number if you go through a private sector employer. Now, your other option is to go to work for a nonprofit college or university. If you are sponsored by a nonprofit college or university for a professional position, you can get an H-1B visa number with no problem. There's no limitations on the visa numbers through employers that are nonprofit colleges or universities, or they're nonprofit affiliates. So that way, you don't have to worry about visa numbers. You don't have to be worried about having to leave the United States. You can just focus on your career, focus on doing a good job. So working for a nonprofit college or university is a very good option in terms of your immigration, alternatives to working in the private sector. So, so you can get an H-1B with no problems. There's no limit on visa numbers. Another good aspect of working for a nonprofit college or university is that if you're a professor or researcher, you will have a lot of options to publish articles. You will be able to publish many articles in professional journals, and that will help you in the future if you would like to apply for the O-1A, Alien of Extraordinary Ability. Now remember, if you're in the sciences or math, Alien of Extraordinary Ability, the legal standard is very high, so you'd have to show that you're one of a few at the very top of your field. But working for a college or university, doing research, publishing articles, that would put you in a much better position often than working for a private sector employer. Remember, if you get the O-1A as an Alien of Extraordinary Ability, later on you can then apply as an EB-1, Alien of Extraordinary Ability, for the green card. This avoids having to go through the labor certification process. And for those of you who were born in China or India, the priority dates are current, so you don't have that huge backlog of visa numbers. So that's one good option. Another option is the EB-1 as an outstanding professor or researcher as an employment-based petition for the green card. So for the EB-1 outstanding professor, you must show that the position is tenured or tenure track. So you cannot apply as an EB-1 outstanding professor if at some point in the future the position will become tenure track. It has to be tenure track at the time you file your EB-1 outstanding professor employment-based petition. All right? Now, the other option, the EB-1 outstanding researcher, is more flexible. So the EB-1 outstanding researcher petition does not require your position to be either tenured or tenure track. It only requires that it be permanent. And USCIS, Citizenship and Immigration Services, has clarified that by permanent, they're including positions that are limited. Say you have an employment contract for 1 year because the university only has 1 year of funding, and you know, they have to constantly renew their funding every year or every 2 years. So those positions would still qualify as being permanent. So a little more flexibility with the outstanding researcher EB1 position. Again, these are EB1. The priority dates for all countries are current now, so there's no backlog waiting for visa numbers to become available. Another option, if you are working for a college or a university, is it also, aside from putting you in a good position to get the O1A, of Alien of Extraordinary Ability, and later on the EB1, is that it also would likely put you in a good position for an EB2 National Interest Waiver. So this also avoids the labor certification process, and you can apply directly for the green card. All right, so we talked about the H-1Bs, which have no limits if you're working for the nonprofit college or university. That working for a college or university also puts you in a good position to apply for the O1A as an alien of extraordinary ability, which could lead later on to the EB1, to the green card. And we also talked about the outstanding professors and researchers. Now, another option is if you've gotten your degree abroad, you might come as a J1 exchange visitor. However, the problem with the J1 is that many J1s have the 2-year foreign residency requirement. So if you are interested in applying for the green card, this option is not so great. You would have to qualify for a J1 waiver in order to be able to apply for the green card later on, and it can be very difficult to get a J1 waiver, especially, for example, if you are a Fulbright scholar. It's very, very difficult. So, and in terms of getting your green card, if you don't qualify as an outstanding professor or researcher, or you're not quite at the level of alien of extraordinary ability for the EB1 or even the EB2 national interest waiver, the university can always do the perm labor certification for you and you can get your green card that way. So this is another option if you have a STEM degree. Of course, many young people want those very high salaries that you get if you work in the private sector. However, in terms of risk and the chances that you'll be able to get an H-1B visa number, having a career through a college or university might be much better for you, and a much clearer path towards getting the green card. All right, this is Heidi Meyers, immigration attorney, law office of Heidi J. Meyers, 11 Broadway, Suite 925, New York, New York, 10004. My number is 212-791-4007 or 646-508-5225. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye-bye.